Hello students, today we discuss a very important topic. We study what is the effect on a body if it is placed in an electric field. Suppose this is electric field which is uniform. We have a uniform electric field like this. Now what will happen if we place any body inside this electric field? Now one thing, whenever we say that a body is placed, you should be very much clear that what is the nature of that body, whether that body is conducting or non-conducting, metallic or non-metallic. It should be very much clear that whether it is conducting and non-conducting, we can say that insulating. Conducting and non-conducting. Now, what is the main difference between a conductor and non-conductor? Conductor means, if we consider example of conductor, we have iron, we have copper, we have aluminum. Insulating body which does not conduct, may be possible a glass, rubber pad, and so on. These are insulating body. Students, we have also discussed in 10th class about the resistivity or resistance of a body. Because in terms of resistance also we can distinguish between conductor and insulator. Those body whose resistance is low, they are conducting. Those body whose resistance is very high, they are insulating. Now in case of conducting, such as iron, copper, aluminum, we can say that free electrons, large number of free electrons are available. In case of insulating, now suppose we have a conducting body. Now one thing is very much clear to you, that whether conducting body is positive or negative, whether insulating body is positive or negative charged. Now whatever body, suppose we have a conducting body, doesn't mean that it is having positive charge or negative charge. A conducting body may be neutral. That means it have same number of negative charge as well as positive charge. Basically, it is the electrons which transfer from one body to another body. Because if we look into the structure of an atom, it consists of neutrons and protons, and electrons are revolving around it. Protons are positive charge, and protons can't leave the nucleus. That means protons is not available in free state. It is the electron which can transfer. If anybody leaves electron, it becomes positive charge. If anybody gains electron, it becomes negative charge. That it is the electron which moves. Now there are two types of bodies. Whenever we say that a body is placed in a medium, there are two types of body. You should know whether it is conducting or non-conducting. Now first we come to the conducting body. First we discuss about if we have a conducting body. This body is conducting. Sometimes commonly we use a concept of positive charge and negative charge in a body, and we say that positive charge move on this side, negative charge move on this side. Actually, if we is very much concerned with the physics, then we have to very much specific that it is the electrons which move. I already told you. Now this is electric field. What is direction of electric field? It is from positive towards negative. It is from positive, that means some positive charge is here and some negative charge is here. If some positive charge is here, which creates an electric field, that means it attracts the electron of this conducting body. It will attract electrons. Now electrons are uniformly distributed throughout the whole body, like this. Positive charge inside the nucleus, and electrons are uniformly distributed throughout the whole body. But when it is placed in a electric field, what will happen? This is positive end and here it will be negative end, the electric field. This positive charge will attract electrons. Now the electrons, some electrons from this side moves towards this side, like this. Now this side have surplus electron as compared to this side, therefore we see that this side is negative charge and this side will become a positive charged. And if electric field is sufficient strong, then all the negative charge will be here, and here there is a deficiency of electron. This deficiency of electron is given by the positive. Now what will be the pattern of electric field now? This is very important. You should know the pattern of the electric field. If it is placed, we place a conducting body inside it, the electric field will show by, say, green pen. This is electric field, move straight like this. This is some positive end. Earlier the electric field lines are straight. Now this electric field moves like this, but it approaches like this. Electric field moves like this and it approaches like this. Electric field is like this, approaches like this. Electric field is this, approaches like this. In this way, electric field you will find approaches like this. This is positive end, now this becomes a negative end, and you have to show like this. In the same way, now this end is positive, it produces electric field. Now electric field from this end is like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Now, due to presence of this body, the electric field lines which are uniform now shows pattern like this. Now what you have concluded from it? One thing which we have concluded, that there is no net charge inside it, charge resided on the surface. The first point is charge resided on the surface. Charge resided on surface only, that is inside Q is 0. If inside Q is 0, we have a formula E dot ds from Gauss law, which is 1 upon epsilon naught times total charge enclosed. If no charge is enclosed, what we get? E dot ds equals to 0, that is electric field is, we have E dot s equals to 0, that is electric field inside it is 0. Electric field inside it is 0. That means first point, charge resided on the surface when placed in an external field. First point. Second point, if charge resided on the surface, that means inside the conducting body net charge is 0. Second point. Third point, if no charge is on the surface, then inside the surface, if no charge is inside the surface, then electric field inside the surface is 0. And one more point which you can find out from this pattern is that electric field is normal to the surface. This is one of the important point. You will find that electric field lines are normal to the surface. If we extend all these field lines, where it goes, it meets at the center. That means normal of the spherical body is at the center. Now what will happen if the shape of the body is not exactly spherical? Suppose it is not sphere. In that case, we have to use another term that is called as surface charge density. In that case, we use a term surface charge density. And our heading is electrostatic of conductors. Now what is surface charge density? It is noted by sigma charge per unit surface area. That means smaller the A, greater will be sigma. And one more point we discuss, suppose the shape of the body is not uniform in that case. Now from this case what we have concluded till now, charge resided on the surface, that is inside the body, net charge is 0. Second, if charge inside the body is 0, electric field inside the conducting body is 0. Third point, electric field lines, if they are externally, they will reach to the surface normally and they emit out from the surface normally. And if the, suppose now next we approach, if the shape of the body is not exactly spherical, any shape may be possible, in that case we have to consider surface charge density word use. Suppose the shape of the body is like this is the shape of the body. Now in this case we use surface charge density, we find that sigma at this point. Again electric field lines, if we have placed electric field lines, they are normal to this surface. Electric field lines are normal to this surface. Electric field lines are normal to this surface. If this is plane surface, electric field lines are straight. This surface is assumed to be a plane, suppose the electric field lines comes out straight like this. If there is some surface in this way, electric field lines comes out like this. So sigma at this point is maximum. If we write it as sigma 1, if this surface is sigma 1 and suppose this surface is sigma 2 and suppose this surface is sigma 3, we can say that sigma 1 is greater than sigma 2 is greater than sigma 3. Now what do you mean by this sigma? What is the importance of this sigma? Suppose we consider a small surface. Say we have considered a small surface here. This we have considered a small surface. Electric field is suppose in outward direction from this end. Electric field is like this E, and that this is a small surface ds. ds is also normal to this surface. This is ds. Now we have a formula. Suppose sigma is surface charge density here at this point. We have a formula E dot ds is 1 upon epsilon naught times total charge enclosed. Total charge enclosed, let it is dq. E and ds are in the same line, therefore we can simply write E ds. This is 1 upon epsilon naught. What is dq? Sigma is charge on unit area. Therefore, what is dq? dq is charge on how much area of surface? ds. So if in 1 unit area charge is sigma, then charge dq will be sigma into ds. We have here sigma into ds. ds will cancel out, and what we get, electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught. This is a relation for a conducting body. Students, don't be confuse it with the relation which we have earlier depicted or obtained by a thin sheet. If we come back to thin sheet, the electric field E is sigma upon 2 epsilon naught. Here we have electric field is sigma upon epsilon naught. This is the difference between the two. Earlier one is thin sheet. In thin sheet, we have to consider charge on both the side, but for a thick body, it is on the surface. On the one side, we will consider charge. Therefore, greater the sigma, greater will be the electric field. This is the importance of sigma. That means electric field at this end is maximum, this end electric field is lesser, and this end electric field is minimum. In this way, if we note the value of sigma, we can find out the electric field. And since the electric field inside the conducting body is 0, one more point which we introduce here, we call the conducting body as electrostatic shielding. Electrostatic shielding. Electrostatic shielding is basically the region where it protects from the electric field. That is why it is safer to sit inside the car during thunderstorm or during lightning strike as compared to be below the tree, under the tree, or in outer space. It is better to sit inside the car. You will be more safe because car is assumed to be a conducting body, and if any electric charge moves to on the surface of earth from the space, then all the charge accumulate on the surface of car. Inside, net charge is 0, electric field is 0, and you will be safer. This is about the electrostatic of conductors. Thank you.